Made from a radiating web of strip sets, this 12-inch Spider's Den quilt block plays with a special half-rectangle technique. Start by selecting 3 fabrics and cut them according to the instructions. On the wrong side of a 2 3/8-inch cream print square, draw a diagonal line with the marking tool of your choice. Layer this right sides together with a red print 2 3/8-inch square. Sew a 1/4-inch seam on each side of the marked line, and then cut the units apart along the marked line. First, press to set the stitches, and then press toward the dark. For the half rectangle units, start by laying out the red print 2.5 by 4-inch rectangles with right sides facing up, and the cream print 2.5 by 4-inch rectangles with the right sides facing down. On the wrong side of one of the cream print rectangles, mark a dot 1/2 inch in on the bottom left corner and 1/2 inch in on the top right corner. Now, on the right side of one of the red print rectangles, mark a dot 1/2 inch in from the bottom right corner and 1/2 inch in from the top left corner. Draw a line connecting marks on the wrong side of the cream print rectangle. Place the red print and cream print rectangles right sides together and align the dots. Pin in place. The unit will be offset and may feel odd, but this will give you 2 non-mirrored half rectangle units. Once it's aligned, you can re-anchor the pins for a better hold. Stitch a 1/4 inch away from both sides of the marked line. For the second pair, on the wrong side of the cream print rectangle, mark a dot 1/2 inch in from the top left corner and 1/2 inch in from the bottom right corner. On the wrong side of the cream print rectangle, draw a line connecting the dots. On the right side of the red print rectangle, mark a dot 1/2 inch in from the bottom left corner and 1/2 inch in from the top right corner. With right sides facing, align the marks and pin. Re-anchoring the pins as needed. Stitch a 1/4 inch away from both sides of the marked line. Once you have both orientations sewn, cut them apart along the marked line. Press to set and then press toward the dark. Trim as needed. Units should measure 2 inches by 4 inches. In total, you will need 4 units of the first orientation and 4 units of the opposite orientation. Create a strip set using 2 red print strips and 1 cream dot print strip. Press toward the dark. Create another strip set using 2 cream dot print strips and 1 red print strip. You'll need to cut 8 units from the red, white, red strip set, measuring 1.5 inches wide. From the white, red, white strip set, cut 4 units measuring 1.5 inches wide, and then cut 4 units 3.5 inches wide. Create the 9 patch units using the 1.5 inch wide pieces, nesting seams, and sewing with a 1/4 inch seam allowance. Press seams away from the center unit. Create 4 9 patch units. Lay out the sewn units and the remaining patches in rows as shown. Sew the units in order using a 1/4 inch seam allowance. Once your rows are complete, sew them together to create the Spider's Den quilt block.